the young, and the restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful, drama-filled day, and we are diving straight into the absolute madness that is Genoa City. Grab your iced coffees and settle in, because the tea is piping hot today. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right this exact second. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now. Oh my God, besties. Okay, I'm literally filming this while I'm running errands because I just had to jump on here and vent. My soul has actually left my body, and I am currently floating somewhere above the ceiling fan. I cannot even begin to process the absolute cinematic mayhem that just unfolded on our screens. We are not just watching this show anymore, we are invested. I am personally, deeply, spiritually offended by some of these people, and simultaneously totally living for the absolute world-ending tea that just got spilled. It's giving major I cannot even energy, and my brain is visibly buffering from the sheer audacity of this plot. Wait, backtrack for a second, I missed a step. Okay, let's rewind to the absolute mess that was Lily and Kane's little celebration. There they were, toasting to their new adventures, thinking they had finally secured Chancellor Industries, and then bam, Billy Abbott, who is officially permanently on my do not perceive list, I am so done with him, crashes the party like the absolute menace he is. He straight up marches in there with the smuggest, most punchable smirk on his face, acting like he's the king of the world. And don't even get me started on the vibes he was bringing. It was like a dark cloud of toxic entitlement just descended upon the room. He drops this massive nuclear bombshell that the Abbott family technically owns Chancellor because of some ancient, unpaid financial bailout from John Abbott. I was mid-skincare when he said this, and literally smeared charcoal mask all over my expensive rug. I had to yeet my phone across the room because I was so genuinely furious. I mean, bestie, be for real right now. Billy is engaged to Sally. They are expecting a baby, and instead of focusing on his own messy life, he is obsessing over Lily and Kane. It's honestly so unhinged. He cannot stand to see Lily thriving, especially not with Kane. So he digs up this ancient John Abbott will and bailout document, and for a hot second, it genuinely looked like it was over. Lily's face, oh my God. I am literally hyperventilating right now just thinking about it. You could see her entire world shatter. She thought she had lost everything. Chancellor is her legacy, her blood, sweat, and tears, and Billy was just going to snatch it away on a technicality. I was screaming into my pillow. I was physically vibrating with rage. I was ready to drive to Genoa City myself and throw a drink in Billy's face. But wait, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier. But the aesthetic of this entire scene was just so tense. The lighting, dark and moody. The tension, you could cut it with a knife. And just when Lily is standing there looking like her entire empire is crumbling into dust, the universe says, "Not today, Satan." Enter Devon Hamilton Winters. Send help, because when Devon walked into that room, the sheer power radiating off of him was enough to power a small city. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on. Devon walks in, and he is not playing games. He is holding a document, and he looks at Billy with this expression of absolute unbothered disgust. It was a 10/10 cinematic masterpiece. Now, let's veer off into a completely random tangent for a second. Did anyone else notice the weird background noise when Devon walked in? It sounded like a dramatic hum, like the show itself was bracing for impact. Or maybe that was just the blood rushing in my ears because my blood pressure was spiking. Anyway, snapping back to the main tea, Devon doesn't just walk in to offer emotional support. He walks in with a nuke of his own. He looks Billy dead in the eye and basically says, "Your John Abbott paperwork is cute, but it's completely irrelevant." And Billy's face? Oh, the absolute confusion and panic that flashed across Billy's eyes. I was living for it. I am calling it right now. Billy's villain arc is about to go nuclear because his ego cannot handle what happens next. Devon pulls out a different will, not John Abbott's will, Neil Winters' will. Yes, Neil freaking Winters. I am literally screaming again. The late, great Neil Winters, the absolute patriarch, the king, the legend. Devon reveals that Neil's will has a clause, a secret, a massive revelation that has been buried for years. We all know Neil passed away quite a while ago, but what we didn't fully grasp until this exact moment is just how insanely wealthy Neil actually was. Like, we knew he was rich, but we didn't know he was secretly by a legacy corporation out from under everyone rich. It is genuinely the most iconic posthumous flex in the history of television. Devon drops the bomb. Neil Winters bought Chancellor from John Abbott a long, long time ago. Yes, you heard me. Before Neil died, before John died, they made a secret deal. Neil legally purchased Chancellor Industries from John, completely nullifying any claim the Abbott family thought they had from that old bailout. The company doesn't belong to the Abbotts. It belongs to the Winters family. It belongs to Lily. I am genuinely unwell. I need a paper bag to breathe into. The sheer audacity of Neil and John doing this in secret long before they passed away is the most insane boss-level move I have ever witnessed on daytime television. Let's just dissect this for a second, because my mind is spinning in a million different directions. Neil Winters, knowing how chaotic the corporate world of Genoa City is, knowing that someone like Billy might one day try to pull a fast one, secured his daughter's future from beyond the grave. It is the most beautiful, poetic, devastatingly brilliant plot twist. Neil basically reached out from the afterlife and slapped Billy Abbott across the face. I am crying. I am actually shedding real tears. The love Neil had for Lily, the foresight to protect her empire, it is genuinely a psychological masterpiece of a storyline. Neil was playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers. And Billy, oh my God, let's go back to Billy. Bestie, be for real right now. Billy thought he had the ultimate checkmate. He came in there so smug, so ready to ruin Lily's life and humiliate Kane, and Devon just casually swats him away like a fly. The humiliation, the absolute soul-crushing defeat on Billy's face when he realized that his own father, John Abbott, had sold the company to Neil Winters. Billy didn't even know his own family's business history. He was completely out of the loop. It's giving major, embarrassing energy. And I am here to sip every single drop of this tea. He basically strutted in there to steal a company that his dad had already legally handed over to the Winters family. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. The realization hitting Lily was everything. She goes from absolute despair, thinking she lost Chancellor, to realizing her father saved her. Her father, who isn't even here anymore, is still protecting her. The emotional weight of that revelation is astronomical. Lily's tears, they were my tears. We were all crying. She realizes the Chancellor isn't just a company she runs. It is literally her birthright, secured by Neil's love and immense wealth. Neil Winters was playing 4D chess while Billy Abbott was playing in the sandbox. The absolute relief washing over Lily's face was a masterclass in acting. And don't even get me started on Devon. Devon has been going through so much lately, what with his marriage to Abby hitting a terrible turning point and his unhinged rage over Mariah. He literally just announced he was stepping down from the Winters Company to start a nonprofit. But when his sister needed him, when the family legacy was threatened, Devon stepped up like the absolute boss he is. He delivered this news with such calm, devastating precision. He didn't yell. He didn't scream. He just laid the paperwork down and let the facts destroy Billy's entire world. Devon is officially the MVP of the week, and I will not hear any arguments to the contrary. I literally cannot stop thinking about the logistics of this. How did Neil and John keep this a secret? Why didn't John tell Jack or Billy? Probably because John knew Billy was a reckless mess who would ruin everything. John Abbott trusted Neil Winters more than he trusted his own chaotic sons with this specific legacy. That is a straight-up read from Beyond the Grave. John Abbott basically said, Neil, you take this because my kids are a dumpster fire. Manifesting a total dumpster fire at the Abbott mansion by the next update when Billy has to go home and tell Jack what just happened. The sheer embarrassment of having to admit your dad trusted another family more than you is wild. I am just imagining the absolute chaos that is going to erupt at Jabbo when this news spreads. Jack is already dealing with so much trauma, Diane's kidnapping, the threat of Dr. Markham, Patty Williams being an absolute menace, and now he has to deal with Billy poking the Winters bear and getting completely humiliated. Jack is going to lose his mind. Billy went rogue, tried to steal Chancellor, and ended up proving that the Winters family is untouchable. The stakes are astronomical right now, and I am totally living for the impending corporate war. The Abbotts are going to be in shambles. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned Kane's reaction earlier, but my brain is moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Kane was just standing there, ready to go to war for Lily, and then Devon drops this nuke. Kane must be feeling so vindicated, but also probably a little intimidated by the sheer power of the Winters family. Lily doesn't even need Kane to save her. Her father already did. It shifts the entire dynamic of Lily and Kane's reunion. Lily is the undisputed queen of Chancellor. She holds all the cards. She is the moment. Kane is just lucky to be standing in her orbit right now. I am legit pacing around my living room right now. My dog is looking at me like I have lost my mind. But how can I be calm? This changes the entire landscape of Genoa City. For weeks, we've been watching Billy act like he holds the keys to the kingdom. He's been insufferable. He's been neglecting his pregnant fiancée, Sally, who was dealing with her own massive trauma, just to focus on this petty revenge against Lily and Kane. And for what? To be publicly humiliated by a document signed years ago? It is poetic justice. It is karma. It is everything I ever wanted. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this plot twist. Besties, we need to talk about the legal ramifications of this because my inner lawyer is spiraling. If Neil bought Chancellor from John, that means all the corporate maneuvering Billy has been doing is completely illegal and moot. Billy might have just exposed himself to massive lawsuits. He tried a hostile takeover of a company he has absolutely zero legal claim to, manifesting a total legal smackdown for Billy Abbott. I want to see Lily sue him for corporate espionage. I want to see Devin drag him through the courts. They are officially the most powerful siblings in GC right now, and Billy just handed them the ammunition to destroy him. Wait, let's dive deeper into Lily's psychology here. Lily has been through the ringer. She lost Devin to his nonprofit dreams. She saw Nate pivot back to medicine, and she felt like she was carrying the entire Winters legacy on her shoulders alone. And then Billy tries to rip the rug out from under her. The sheer panic she must have felt, thinking she failed her family, failed Neil, failed everyone. And then the absolute whiplash of relief and empowerment when Devin reads Neil's will. It's not just a business victory. It's a profound emotional validation. Neil believed in her. Neil secured this for her. It's a love letter from a father to a daughter disguised as a corporate buyout. I'm calling it right now. The fallout from this is going to be legendary. Billy is going to spiral. We know Billy, when he loses his mind. He's going to start looking for loopholes. He's going to start acting reckless, and it's going to push Sally even further away. Sally is dealing with a high-risk pregnancy, making secret deals with Adam Newman to save herself from Victor's wrath, and Billy is out here playing corporate games and losing spectacularly. They are on a crash course to disaster. I am literally clutching my chest because the drama is just too much to handle. Billy's ego is going to shatter into a million pieces. And what about Victor Newman? You know, the mustache is watching this all unfold from his ranch. Victor respects power, and Devin and Lily just flexed the biggest power move of the decade. Victor is probably laughing his head off at Billy's failure, but it also means Chancellor Winters is stronger than ever, which makes them a massive threat to Newman Enterprises. This isn't just an Abbott versus Winters war. This is going to drag the Newmans in too. The corporate landscape is about to go nuclear, and I am strapping in for the ride. Victor's going to have a field day with Billy's absolute incompetence. Okay, my voice is literally giving out from screaming at my camera. I need to go finish my errands, but I am physically vibrating from this episode. Neil Winters, you absolute legend. Lily Winters, you undisputed queen. Devin Hamilton, you iconic brother. And Billy Abbott, well, stay mad, bestie. Let me know in the comments how hard you screamed when Devin pulled out that will, because I know I wasn't the only one who completely lost their grip on reality today. I am so unwell, but I am so ready for tomorrow's episode. Stay chaotic, besties, and I will see you in the next update.